What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. We have episode 58 today, and we are finally back in the regular season, ready to take on the San Francisco 49ers in our home opener, which should be a really good game. We played them a couple of times last year. We ended up getting the better of them in the playoffs. So this time around, can we get it done again? There are a couple of things that I would like to go over before we get to the games themselves, and that is, of course, the college players, and then I thought it would be interesting to maybe just go and look throughout the league at some of the players that, we talked about in our drafts and just see where they are at right now in their careers and just see, what do they turn into? Did they have, hidden devs? What do they end up with for a development rate? What their overall is, things like that. So we won't do it for every position, but just a few key ones, like wide receiver, corner, maybe a couple of linebackers, guys we were really actually honing in on throughout the last couple of years. And then one last thing is, I think I have a problem, guys. So I swapped out a receiver. And reason for that is Deontay Richards was cut by the Buccaneers. Now, if you guys remember from the offseason, they re-signed Chris Godwin. They drafted Ricky Sherman last year and Nick Fulton this year. So they have a whole bunch of really good veterans, and then they have 2 or 3 guys that they had just recently drafted. Richards was a guy that just never really came on. This is his 4th year. He still normal development, so he's nothing too crazy, but he was just sitting in free agency. And you guys know I love me some receivers. I could not contain myself, and I signed him. Shoot me, all right? But hey, what I did was I put Kendrick Wilson down to the practice squad, and I basically just swapped him out for the receiver. I ended up cutting the Price guy at wide receiver from the practice squad. He's like a 63 overall. We never got a chance to see him. So he's off the practice squad. Wilson is back on the practice squad. And now Deontay Richards is a Minnesota Viking. And if you take a look at him, he is a deep threat. I gave him the number 9. And he's not really too bad with route running. Medium route seems to be his only downfall. And release definitely needs some work. But he's got some good short route running and some really good deep route running. And he's got some good speed to him. So we're going to bring him on. Plus, it gives us more variety in the body style. He's more of a compact 6-foot guy. He's not too skinny, not too big. And when you look around, we have, Jefferson, who's just 6'1", 200. Timmy Peoples, who's 6'1", but he's 176 pounds. Whiting, who's short. Williams, who's tall and lengthy. Deontay Richards, now more of that compact receiver. Jason Johnson, who's just more of a big-bodied guy. And then Jalen Turner, who's sort of in that line between, I would say, Richards and Peoples in body style. But it gives us a really good variety of different players, a ton of receivers, so we can do some nice rotations. And I'm just trying to make it sound better, but I just love receivers. And I saw Richards, and I'm like, I'm signing him. It's just going to happen. And we're going to deal with the afterthoughts, or I'm just going to deal with if somebody's got something to say. I don't care. All right. I like my receivers. But outside of that move, there was nothing else that I did. Everything else remains the same. I gave Deshaun Witherspoon a different number, but aside from that, this is the same roster that we cut down just last video. And then while we're in the rosters, let's go and take a look at some of these young guys. We'll just go down. We'll do the young guys first. So looking down here, I don't want to do rookies because we literally just saw these guys, but some of the other ones. But Caleb Mobley, we know he's in Green Bay, 77. Sean Stevenson, still a 74. He never ended up taking that job from Daniel Jones. So that'll be interesting to see if he ends up, turning into anything. He ended up being normal. I just remember that. Or did he lose that? Let's see. No, he just never had it. We see here Adrian Collins, last year top quarterback, ends up being an 82 now. He is just a star dev, but 82 overall. He should have a pretty good spot for the Rams to push them forward. Joshua Clifton has turned into a really good quarterback, 87 overall, field general with a scrambler in his 2nd place. Just normal dev, so we'll see if he can up that this year with the Falcons. Zach Hardiman, the guy that I put in place in the Texans, he is now an 80 overall, so he jumped up about 5 or 6 spots last year. He is still star development, but he's got a pretty good start now, and he is now officially better than Winston. For most of the part last year, he was not better than Winston's overall, but this year he is, and we'll see what he can do in his 2nd full season as a starter. Caleb Byron continues to get better, now an 84 overall at just 24 years old, still star development. Daniel Matias, an 86 overall. Jerry McLeod looks like he's 45. I don't know why I gave him that face. I think it was just to switch things up, but either way, he's an 88 overall, and he's got a whole different receiving core now. I really worked the last, I think, season and a half to rebuild that Raiders receiver core. Of course, DeMar Thornton, last year's #1 pick, is going to be a star, but they also got a lot more bigger body guys now instead of the short guys. They had nobody over like 5'11" 2 seasons ago. Donnie Hillman is a guy that, if you remember, was part of the breakout players from 2 years ago, and he's now fallen to a star, but he's a 72 overall, is only 24. He could be a guy that, you know, if something happens this year and a team is without a quarterback, that they could come calling to Chicago to try and give him a shot at starting. So that's a name to keep an eye out for. Hunter Patton ended up turning into an X-Factor 90 overall quarterback. He was the guy who came in the same year, actually, as Taylor Hopkins. Him and Hopkins both ended up having really, really good careers. It just wasn't meant for us. He didn't work with our system or our players. So, of course, we had to move on to him, as you guys know. But Patton himself has turned into quite the quarterback. 90 overall. Speaking of DeMar Thornton, you can see him here. He is an 87 overall superstar receiver at just 22 years old. He is going to end up being a serious problem for the Raiders for a long time. Him and McLeod should have a great duo for years. Kyler Beacham was one of the receivers that was in the market with Timmy Peoples when we were searching for a guy, and he, I mean, looking back at it now, he looks like the better option. I mean, 84 overall without the upgrade, the TMP boost, and he's an X Factor already. If you guys remember Kentrell Lucas from 2 years ago as well, he is also an X Factor, 87 overall. Devontae Charles was a guy I was interested in, but we didn't pull the trigger on him. I can't remember if it was because he was drafted too early or what, but he is still a normal, but he is a 78 overall. That receiving group from Timmy Peoples, I mean, everybody is turning into an all-star. Curtis Lynch, now also an X-Factor, and an 86 overall. Do we pick the wrong guy? I mean, look at all these guys. Brandon Moody was also from that draft class. He hasn't really developed that much, but you know, you can see the difference between guys that have the dev and the guys that don't. He being a normal dev, only a 75 overall. Stephen Clay, another one of the guys that was there, and he has, well, we just saw him, you know, a couple weeks ago in preseason, 80 overall, still normal dev. Funny to see Gerald Monty, who I believe was the top receiver that draft. Why am I thinking he was? But he is a star, and he is still at a 76. He's not blown up like some of these other guys have. Oscar McCann from 4 drafts ago, it looks like. He's turned into a 77 overall normal dev. Yeah, I just wanted to show you guys a couple of the positions. I just thought it was really cool. I was looking through rosters, and I'm like, man, some of these guys have turned into some serious playmakers. But anyway, last thing I want to do is I do want to talk about the draft class, and let's show you guys who is going to be on the docket for us to draft this year. And we might be in for another difficult year of scouting, because a lot of the positions that are top of the list are just positions we don't need, like wide receiver, quarterback. We don't need any of them. But if you look through some of these, it seems that those two are almost on every single list. Wide receiver is on every list. Quarterback is also at the strength of almost all of the areas. So it's going to be difficult for us to find, you know, which areas to hit. So let's just go ahead and let's start. So let's first take a look here at the entirety of the draft class so we can get an idea of what the top of the draft looks like as of now. And it's quarterback heavy, which is good for us because we do not need a quarterback at all. And if these guys stay up here, it's going to allow some of these other prospects to slide down our way a little bit. There are 3 top 5 pick quarterbacks, 3 more that are considered to be round 1 talent. So 6 altogether that you could see going in the first round. Not very heavy at halfback this year. A couple of guys in the first round or 2, but then it falls off to rounds 3 to 4 and a couple of day 3 guys. So, but once again, we don't really need anybody out of this group. So nothing that's going to be affecting us at all. Wide receivers as well have quite a few round 1 guys, which I'm not surprised to see. Chris Fleming is the top guy, is a top 5 prospect. Alan Scott. And if you look down, they have another, 8 guys? Oh my God. 15 15 receivers that could potentially all be first round grades, and that's not accounting for the guys down here that throughout stories and whatnot might shoot up the draft board to be a better prospect. So, wow, that's a lot of receivers. Again, though, that can be good for us because if there's a lot of receivers that end up getting taken, it's going to push some of the other prospects down for us, and we definitely don't need a receiver. A couple of first-round prospects at tight end, but then it dips down severely. And a lot of day 3 guys, so we could be looking at more of a pick in the later rounds to try and bring on a tight end if we so choose. You got to remember that there are, we do have Irv Smith up for contract this year. Depending on how things play out with him and Wiggins and Barnes, I do want to see more of those guys this year to make the decision. Like if I can put Barnes in and see some production out of him like I do Irv Smith, that's something I've been considering. And you can see here there's not much for tight ends. There is a couple of left tackles, which could be a position we could look at considering Darisaw is going to be 28, 29. You never know what's going to happen. And we have Marion right now, who's a pretty decent backup, but just given what we have on this team, that might be an area we want to consider. Maybe not first round, but second round, third round. Good to know there's a few options there. Nothing really at all for guards, which is good. We have Mike Lewis. We just drafted Chamberlain. I think we're good at guard, so we don't really need anything in the interior. Even the centers are weak. Usually the centers have a pretty good list, even if it's not top talent. But this year they have 2 guys that are considered draftable right now. And then the right guards have 3 guys at the top, and then it just falls off a cliff down to the undrafted guys. Really weird draft this year. Right tackle, a few guys, it looks like 10 overall linemen that can be drafted, and the rest of them are undraftable. That's crazy. And then looking at the defensive ends, even defensive ends are pretty light. 1 guy at round 1, and then we're dropping all the way to 3 to 4. And then a few day 3 guys. And then same for the right ends. There's a couple of guys here at the top, Monty Roten and Jaleel Winslow. But then again, it falls off a cliff down to Isaiah Brown and Vondre Killings in the later parts of the round, the mid part of the round. A decent group for defensive tackles. A couple of guys first round worthy. A couple of guys second, third. Actually, a big group of second and third. And then more of the mid draft. So, but again, another position we really don't need. Left outside linebacker seems to be a very, very big target area. Joseph Douglas, Keelan Odom, Greg Burks, Jared Shea, Khalid Engram, Isaiah Beckham. There's a whole group of guys here. And, honestly, with all the back and forth we've done at linebacker, it's not out of the question if we can find a difference maker at linebacker to move on. You think about it, Whitehead right now is in my opinion, our best linebacker. Well, no, I can't say that. Jeremy Chin is there. Jeremy Chin is an animal. But, I've been toying around with Alexander and Lewis. Whitehead is there. I think he's pretty cemented. But what happens if Alexander don't work out? He's on a contract this year as well. What if Lewis isn't the guy either? If we end up landing a linebacker who is hidden dev, maybe has star or superstar or something, there's nothing wrong with getting better even if you don't really need to, Middle linebacker seems to be pretty light this year as well. A couple of first round guys, a couple of mid round guys. So we'll be definitely scouting middle linebackers because that's something of importance. I did think about doing outside linebackers for the sole purpose of Danielle Hunter. I don't know what our situation is going to be at defensive end once Danielle Hunter is gone. And as you guys know, a lot of these outside backers end up working out really well as 43 edge rushers. So it wouldn't hurt to bring on, another guy out of these groups here, and then out of the right outside linebackers who has a couple of, a group of 4 actually that can go round 1. Mello Jackson, Enrique Kirkpatrick, Delvin Hall, and Aaron Brown. So that could be an area that we're looking at as well. Corner seems to be pretty light. More of a mid-rounds guys. A lot of 2-3s, 3-4s, and day 3s, but not a lot of stuff at the top. Only 3 guys considered first round. Way different than last year. Last year, I think we had 6 or 7 guys go in the first round. And then safeties, once again, is light. Darian Norwood, John Madison. But I really don't think we'll need to be targeting them early at all. So I almost feel like we should try and pinpoint what we want to go for. Now that we've seen the draft class as a whole, let's cut it down to regions and start making our decisions here. So in the Northeast, if we're looking through here, we don't care about quarterbacks. We don't care about running backs. There's a couple of guys at wide receiver, but again, is it really worth it? There's actually a lot of day 3 guys, which wouldn't be too bad, but tight ends, there's one guy. Not much there for tackles. There's really nothing available at all for linemen. Nothing for defensive ends. A couple of guys at right end. Oh man, this is slim pickings for the Northeast this year. There's got to be some. Oh, okay. Okay. All right. I think this will be a good spot here, right here. Look at this. Look at this selection here for middle linebackers in Northeast. That's a good group there. Yeah, a couple of nice guys at the outside position as well. Yep. Okay, so I think we've already narrowed down the Northeast is going to be middle linebacker. Perfect. Well, first, I guess we should see, is there... Oh, there's another... Southeast as well has some middle linebackers. Okay, well, let's see what else the Southeast has, too, and maybe we can narrow it down from there. Has some receivers, but it doesn't have the later guys. That's what I'm sort of looking for. We don't need receivers at all in the first, like, 3 or 4 rounds, I would say. Nope. They have a couple of tight ends. This might be a spot for tight ends for us this year. Oh, no. Here we go. Tackles. Nothing wrong with some tackles. What about defensive ends or edge rushers? Not really good there either. Huh. Maybe let's look here. So for the Southeast, there's 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll say 4 guys before day 3, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 guys before day 3, but nothing for day 3. Graham Lentz, Kai Carroll, Will Gold, Denzel Casey, Eric Franklin, and Sidney Schaefer. And then in the Southeast, they have Nick Ware, D'Angelo Flowers, Corey Shelton, Markel Miller, Brandon Hausler, Jacob Kinney. So overall, there's more prospects. And who knows, maybe one of these day 3 guys ends up being a good prospect. So we'll get more bang for our buck if we send the middle linebacker scout to the Southeast as opposed to the Northeast. And let's see the rest. So nobody in Central, nobody in the West. So it's going to be between Northeast and Southeast. Now, if we can find a different position group for the Northeast, and we can key in on 2 areas right away. This is one thing I really hope they fix, because a lot of these are just so, you know, either spread them out better or give more room for adjustments in the scouting pool. Okay, so this is what we could do. Let's this might sound dumb. We could do Northeast for outside linebackers, right? To try and get these 2 guys, the round 1 guys. The only person we wouldn't have was Mello Jackson, who's in the Central. Let's see what the Central looks like, though. Central only has 1 guy. Southeast has 1, 2, 3, 4. But I don't like these body styles that they have. The only one I would like is Delvin Hall. So I think the Northeast might be a good spot just to try and get some, you know, some outside backers for edge rushers. Because there's no edge rushers on the board themselves, like at the actual positions. And if you look here, Southeast has a few guys, but I don't like the body styles. There's 1 guy at Wisconsin that I would like to know more about, Mello Jackson. But we can always, you know, focus him and get what we need out of him. Nobody in the West, yeah. So, all right. Yeah, so I think we'll do right outside linebackers for the Northeast, and then we'll do middle linebackers for the Southeast. And now we need to find something in Central that's worthy of a scout. We don't care about quarterbacks. We don't care about running backs. I really don't want to spend it on receivers. Well, tight ends, there's a couple of day 3 guys, but not even lineman depth in the Central. That's weird. Yeah, this is a really weird draft. Not really. Oh, okay. So we could just go heavy with edge rushers and linebackers this year, because they have a group of guys over here, Joseph Douglas and Greg Burks, and then they also have Khalid Ingram. So we would be able to get a good look at, a good group of round 1 projects for the linebackers. Not even the corners are good here. That's crazy. What about safeties? Ooh, actually, I think we might do this. Yeah. Nothing wrong with some safeties. You never know. So we'll do safeties in the Central, and then the West is the last spot. Let's see if there's anything for West that I would like to look at more. Ooh, here we go. We could look at tackles in the West. There's a good 4 guys here that are all draftable. So we already got our stuff. Let's go and sign our scouts. I already cleared out the pile. Actually, now that I think about it, I forgot about National Scout. Where do we want the National Scout to go? Shoot. What if we did middle linebacker? I think our biggest need, though, is going to be edge rushing. I just have a feeling that we're going to need some edge rushers, so maybe we'll spend the National Scout at one of the defensive end positions where there's enough to make sense of it. There really isn't much, though, is there? Yeah, 15. I think we have to do middle linebacker. I just think that's the most plausible thing here. So let's narrow this down. Let's go and hire a scout for national, and we're gonna make it the middle linebackers. There we go. All right, so that is our scouting assignments. All right, there we go. We have everything done. Everything is set for the college players. I went ahead and did the depth chart and the formation subs just now, so all of that is set. Let's go ahead and let's finally get down to the San Francisco game, and let's open this season up at home on the right foot. Fresh off of a Super Bowl victory, we are opening up here in US Bank Stadium against the San Francisco 49ers, a team we saw in the playoffs and we had to go through to get to the big game. We were victorious. Can we do it again, or will they get their revenge here to open things up Thursday night football style? We got the all-purples on. Trey Lance is ready. Tyrone Bullard, fresh off of his rookie Super Bowl winning campaign. Can he follow up with a great year, or will he go through a sophomore slump? We have a couple of new faces. We have a lot of returning faces. Can we pick up where we left off, or are we going to be, feeling that Super Bowl slump ourselves? Wait for it. Oh, yes, the Gallahorn. You guys know what that means. It is kickoff time. Trey Lance coming on out for their opening drive of the game. We know what this guy can do. We have seen them do some really good things on offense. This year, they have pretty much the same exact group that they did last year. And we always know to watch out for Trey Sermon. 1st and 10, they're going to open things up with a pass over the middle to an open receiver. And it is caught by Brandon Ayuk. After the quick strike on 1st down, they line up at the 39. Handoff to Sermon. Sermon gets brought down by Whitehead in the backfield. Crowding that line of scrimmage here, expecting a run. Ayuk is in motion. And no, they're going to throw out a single back. A quick throw, and it's caught. Brought down at the 44. Cameron Curl on the coverage. 3rd and 5. A quick punt here would be ideal for us before they start getting across that 50-yard line. Let's see if we can get it done here. 3rd and 5. Lance going deep down the right side, and it is incomplete. Great job by Dantzler sticking with it and breaking it up. And now it's time for Tyrone Bullard. He may not be the best overall, but he is a guy that we know can make a huge difference in the games. How is he going to look in his second year? We'll finally get to find out. 1st and 10 for us, and we're backed up all the way to the 4 after a good punt by San Francisco. And we're going to start through the air. Bullard gets rid of it just in time to Derek Barnes, who turns upfield to the 15. Will it be enough for a first? Yes, it will. Gain of 11. Thought he was going to get sacked there for a second. My heart skipped a little bit of a beat there. And I'll hand off to Glover. And Glover tries to put the move on, and he does spin free of the tackle and ends up getting out to the 20 for a gain of 6. I haven't seen him do that one before. That was nice. Play action now. Bullard throwing, right side, caught, no, incomplete. They say Jefferson could not get his feet down. It would have been a beautiful pass if he could, but incomplete, and third down on the way. Bullard stepping up. Oh, he's going to go deep. I don't think he's got enough on it, though, and he doesn't. 1st and 10 now for San Francisco. They'll come out here after the punt, and they're going to start off with Sermon, and Sermon is met right away. Devontae Coleman picking up where he left off last year, and he gets the stop in the backfield, a loss of 1. Bunch set to the right side of the formation. Pitch play to Sermon to that side, and once again, we shut it down. Oh, and I did forget to mention, I gave Dion Lewis the start today instead of A.J. Alexander. I want to see what he can do with the starting unit in a real game and just see where he's at. If he plays on the same level, if he plays differently, he plays worse. So we're going to get a chance to see him a little bit today when we're in the base setting. 3rd and 11 here for San Francisco. Lance. He's got time, lets it go, and he's got Kittle, and Kittle's going to get the first down. Kittle is so hard to contain, and it shows why there. Just finds ways to get open, and now they're going to go right back to Sermon, and that's not going to work. Hunter and Chin teaming up for the stop. One of our biggest, our best attributes is probably our run defense, and he's showing so far today. 2nd down, Lance is going to take a drop back under pressure, and he's going to go down by Danielle Hunter, his first sack of the new season. 3rd and 16. We got to be able to get off the field here, though. We can't give this up. Come on, defense. Lance, a quick throw. It's caught by Kittle, but not anywhere near a first down. And Jenkins is there to clean up. 7.5 to go. Back out here, 1st down. Single back formation with Glover in the backfield. We're going to go through the air ourselves here. Bullard steps up, and he gets hit as he throws in a fumble. And for some reason, Whitley didn't even try to recover it. He just stood over it. Oh, man. And that is a fumble. I'm about 90% sure he was, like, I don't know why all the linemen were just standing there. Look at them. Nobody was trying to cover. That's really unfortunate. Very, very unfortunate. And now it's 1st and 10 for San Francisco. They have a chance to strike here. Quick throw over the middle. Caught by Samuel down to the 9. You hate to see it, but hey, it is what it is. We know we're going to have some issues playing a team like this. 2nd and 4. Empty backfield for Lance. Lance steps up and right into the waiting arms of Devontae Coleman, and we'll get our 2nd sack of the day, pushing them back to the 17, 3rd and 12. If we can force a field goal here, it would be a huge win for us. Lance. Under pressure again, he gets hit as he throws, and Sermon is not going to get the first down. Martin Jefferson forcing the pressure, and there was no way they could make that play work because of the quick pressure. Awesome job, and we'll hold them to the field goal. Back out here for our 3rd attempt. Offense has not really been able to get the ball moving much, but, I sort of expected this a little bit. Handoff, Glover finds a really nice crease, and he's able to get to the 28-yard line. So far, the running game has been working. We just haven't really gone to it too much. 2nd and 2. And we'll go right back to Glover. Glover, I think he's got the first. Maybe not. No, he does. They say he's got it, so good there. 1st and 10. Just start small, right? Another handoff to Glover. This time, defense a little bit more prepared. They get him down to the 35. Still a gain of 5, though, and a good run. Now here on 2nd down, we're in the shotgun. And we're going to do another run to Glover, and he continues to find lanes to get us where we need to go. Another 1st down on the ground. Fifth straight handoff. And I think the defense is starting to figure it out. They're like, yeah, let's stop this guy. 2nd and 10. Nowhere to go for Glover that time. Pitts checks in, but I feel like we're going to end up passing it here. We will. No, it was Rutherford. Bullard under pressure, and he's got to throw it away, but there's a flag down. Are we going to get called for holding too? No, it's roughing the passer. Oh, no. Nick Bosa got a little too ahead of himself, and that's going to give us a huge break. 1st and 10 at the 44 instead of 3rd and 10. Handoff to Pitts, cuts it back, tries to lower the shoulder, but he's met by 2 defenders, and he's down at the 39. 2nd down now, Bullard, play action. Lets it go, and no, he just throws it away. He didn't go at anybody. Bullard having a really rough start to the day right now. He's 1 of 5 for 11 yards. The only completion was the first play to Derek Barnes. Hopefully he can turn this around. Bullard fires, and he's got Williams. Kenny Williams turns it upfield, and he's down inside the 25 to the 23. There we go. Finally get something moving. Bullard. Throw again. Fires quickly. That time to Jefferson, and he's got it down to the 9. 1st and goal now. Can we strike first for the end zone? Bullard. Stepping up in the pocket, lets it go, caught by Whiting, and we get the touchdown. Beautiful play there, and we get the score we were looking for to take the lead. Here was Bullard rolling out, just flips it up in the air. A little wobbly pass, but Whiting is able to come back up and get it and get that touchdown. There was nobody in the middle of the end zone there, and there goes Bullard celebrating. 1st and 10 now for San Francisco. This will be the last play of the first quarter. They have a lineman in motion. Oh boy, they must not have enough tight ends today. Oh, and a big run for Sermon out to the 31. Nice play there. 2nd and 4. And you know, honestly, I was thinking this year, guys, I've been doing it for so many years now. Oh, quick throw. They get the screen set up, and Sermon takes a shot from Whitehead, but he's still able to get. No, he won't. They'll say he's short by inches. Oh boy, okay, let's see. What do they do here? They try to go through the air. Do they trick us after spreading us out here with the ground game? They are going to go with the ground game, and they won't get it. What? He got it? How in the world did they call that good? He didn't get to the line of scrimmage. I need to see this again. How? Where did he... He was met behind the line. How did they give him forward, like right here, let's see. He never even hit the 35. How does he get out to the 36? Look at the marking. We just got bamboozled. Handoff. That should have been 4th down, and now Whitehead is hurt. Oh, boy. And he's going to the locker room. Oh, that's not good at all. Yikes. Wow, I can't believe that. 2nd and 9, or 2nd and 3. That should have been 4th down. Lance back to pass, steps up, throws it short, caught, and he's out of bounds at the 50. Can't remember who number 4 is. You gonna tell me who it is? Oh, it's Keelan McLean, new receiver. 1st and 10. Hand off to Sermon. Sermon tries to get around the corner, but he is met by Dantzler at the 47-yard line. I'm still really tripping about that. He did not get to the line of scrimmage, yet they gave him a full yard. 2nd and 7. Lance shoots it out to Sermon, who's streaking up the field. And he'll get another 1st down off of it. Like, that's really troubling, man. Now the lineman is in motion once again. Hand off to Sermon, and he's not able to get much, down to the 34. I'm still really upset about that. Like, that should have been a punt, man. That's not okay. This game has got to get fixed. 2nd and 8, and Kittle's just left wide open. Nobody covering him. Man, and we're about to give up a touchdown, I bet, here. This team is moving now. That little extra yard they got really jump-started this drive. 1st and 10 for Lance. Looks over the middle. He's got Sermon, who's undercut by Alexander, who got in after the injury to Whitehead. Now it's 2nd and 3 from the 11. Lance rolling, fires. Kittle once again turns it upfield, and he's out of bounds at the 8. Another first down. First and goal from the 8-yard line. Lance fires to the end zone, caught by Samuel, but he's short actually at the 1. Jenkins was all over him. Just a really good catch by Samuel and a good throw by Lance. But now it's second and goal. Sermon is in the I formation here. They have that big set up front. They're going to go to Sermon, and Sermon is not going to be able to get in the end zone thanks to Dion Lewis, who played up really well, came through the hole, and gets the stop that we were looking for. But now can we do it on third down? Dakota Jeffers is in at running back, the backup. Oh, they go to the... Oh, it's a play action or fullback fake. Nazir Ward wasn't having any of it, and he gets the stop for us. Last time out, we were able to get down the field and get our first touchdown of the game. Now we are only up by 1 after that field goal. What can Bullard do on this drive? Lets it go deep down the left side, and it is caught. What a play by Jefferson going up to get it. A little high, but Jefferson able to make those kind of crazy plays and gets us the first down, and now we got it out to the 48-yard line. I tried to do my best with the formation subs to get Jefferson in spots where he'll get targets. We'll see if it works. Hand off to Glover, who's able to get to the 45. A nice run there. Second down now. Let's see, what are we going to do here? We go back to Glover, and he's able to get that first down. He's not doing anything super crazy, but he's getting the yards we need, you know? Now first and 10, and now Pitts is lined up in the backfield, and the ball is going to go to him, and he's got a nice lane up the middle, down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. Very nice hole there from the line. Pitts really just had to run straight. Bullard to throw it here on first down. A quick throw outside, and it is Irv Smith down to the 19. Bullard over the middle, wide open is Timmy Peoples. Beautiful play. Peoples was sort of hiding behind Jefferson, it looked like, and there was just no corner covering him. Makes the catch, almost gets in the end zone, but it's going to be first and goal from the 4 with just under 3:50 to go in the first half. Handoff to Pitts. And Pitts not able to get there. He gets down to the 1. Nice job by San Francisco to close that hole up. There was one there, but it closed up quickly. And now second and goal. And we're going to go right back to Pitts. And that time there was nothing happening. Javon Kinlaw really just destroyed him in the backfield there. I mean, let's see a bad beat reporter write something bad about that play right there, huh? If you know, you know. Third and goal. Bullard, quick throw outside, and it's Jefferson with the catch and the score, and we get our second one of the day. Just a quick short route out there. Whiting sort of blocking off the defenders and giving Jefferson enough room to haul it in and get in the end zone. We're going to go up by 13 to 7 now. We got the stop we were looking for. We have 2 timeouts and 1:41 to work with. Bullard going to drop back, and oh man, he almost gets sacked. Luckily, he's able to get the ball off. So we'll get the stop clock, and we will not have to burn a timeout. Bullard to throw again, out of shotgun. Over the middle, he's got Jefferson out across the 40. Nice quick play there. Clock still running. Bullard lets it go, and it is caught and out of bounds. Irv Smith makes the play. That's what I like to see. Get the ball out quick, find the open guys, let them make plays with the ball. Bullard, another quick throw, and another one for Irv Smith, and I think this time we're going to have to call a timeout. We do. Nice job. Here we go. 1:01 to go. We still have 1 timeout in our pockets, and we got the ball close to field goal range. Bullard scanning. Sends it short for Kenny Williams, who turns it downfield and gets to the 29-yard line. Beautiful play there. And we're going to go for another play or two before we use that timeout. Empty backfield. Bullard, another deep shot, and it's a touchdown. Timmy Peoples diving his way in for our 3rd score of the day. What a way to finish the half. We get the job done. I want to see this route. It looked like a corner route, but he was double covered. Oh, it was a crossing route, and he just got on the right side of the defender. Safety tried to come up, but he goes and dives for it instead of risking the tackle. Great job there, and we are going to go up 21-6 going into the halftime, and we get the ball after half. Still up by 15 here, but I would really love to add some points. What can we do on this drive? 1st and 10, handoff to Glover, and he's able to get about 5 yards. 11 carries, 50 yards on the day for him. And on 2nd down, oh boy, and under pressure, and man, Whitley just got destroyed by Nick Bosa, and it was bound to happen eventually today. Bosa is going to win a couple of, if not more than half of the battles he's in, and he got the better of him that time, and we're going to take a sack because of it. Bullard's got to be able to throw it, but that was a very quick block shed, and now he's in the zone, which means I feel like this whole play is about to get blown up. Uh-oh, no, Bullard breaks out of it, and he's going to take off, and he's got the first! Wide open lane for 20 yards. What a move and what a play. Tyrone Bullard extending our drives with his feet. I love to see it. 1st and 10 now. A quick handoff to Glover. Glover doing his best to get away from the traffic and able to get about, 6 yards out of it. Much more than I anticipated looking at, that first contact in the backfield. Another handoff to Glover, and this time he's still able to fight forward, and he should have a first. Oh, and that time they'd call him down, but the 49ers can get tackled a yard behind the marker, and they'll still get credit for it. Okay, see how this game is going. Blitz is coming, and he gets rid of it just in time, and a beautiful catch by Glover. Bullard put that only where Glover could get it. It was only for 2 yards, but that was a pretty pass, and it gets us the first down. 1st and 10, I formation. Pitts is in the backfield. Handoff to Pitts, who's wide open. Down inside the 30. Mark him at the 22-yard line. I thought he was going to take it the distance, but he could not break the tackle. Either way, a big run for us. Crawford was there to stop the touchdown, and they're going to opt to keep him in. I like to see it. We'll go right back to him, and oh man, Kinlaw was ready for it that time. Now here is 2nd and 8. We're going to throw it. Bullard under pressure, and he gets it off to Jefferson, who makes the catch. Gain of 5, and we'll live to see another day. 3rd and 3. I like the quick decisions that we've seen out of Bullard so far today. Bullard. Uh-oh, he had to throw it away there. Yep, Bosa was breaking through. We'll take the field goal. And we'll push this lead out to about 18. Yeah, 18. No. 17? That's 18. I know how to do math. San Francisco comes out now down by 18 with 6:11 to go in the 3rd quarter in the I formation. Oh, I'm expecting a run here. We've seen it the last 2 times they've done this. Yep, there it is. Run to Sermon, who gets a nice little gap out across the 30 to the 31. One of the best runs of the day for them. A gain of 7. Dantzler is in his zone over there. Another handoff to Sermon, and Sermon is shoved down by Hunter. Nice job, though, by Lewis. He cut off the hole there. I don't know if you saw that, but he cut off the hole, which allowed Hunter to catch up to him from behind. 3rd and 3. Lance gets rid of it, and he's got a man open. It's Ayuk sprinting up the sideline across midfield, and he's pushed out of bounds at the 45. They haven't been able to get Samuel into space, and that's the guy you got to worry about. Uh-oh, Lance is going to take off with it. First time today, and he's going to slide before McElroy gets to him. A gain of 6 on the play. Surprised we haven't seen him run more. Maybe we'll see him start to do that here in the half. Oh, he's going to take a shot. He's got someone, but it's intercepted. Cam Dantzler going up and bringing it down. And I'm pretty sure his feet were in. I think his shoulder and knee and everything hit. Let's see here. I mean, we know he made the catch, but does he stay in bounds is the question. He does. He lands down. That is going to be good. And we get our first turnover of the season. And now Backed up at our own 6. Can we put this game on ice? 1st and 10, handoff Glover. And Glover able to get across the 10 to the 11. Another nice running there, especially on 1st down to get us out of the shadow of our own end zone. 2nd down, Bullard, quick throw, and he's got Jefferson, slips by 1 and brought down at the 25 from Crawford. Another nice play, 6 catches, 73 yards for Jefferson. Another handoff to Glover, spins off of 1, but Marcus Kelly was there to bring him down. Bullard back, gets rid of it quickly. Oh, Kenny Williams turns it upfield, tries to juke, but gets caught on the back of Jefferson. And he'll only get about 5 yards. 3rd and 3 coming up. Bullard under pressure, and he's going to go down again. Nick Bosa is just so good. 2nd sack of the day for him, and they're going to get the ball back. The interception goes for nothing. San Francisco comes out here, just 22 seconds left in the 3rd. Down by 18, and Lance is going for a big shot to Deebo Samuel, and nobody's in front of him. He's gone. Touchdown, San Francisco. I said it on the last drive. If you let Deebo Samuel get into open space, he can do bad things, and he does just that there. First time we've really even called his name today, and he takes it the distance in 1 play. Wow. Here we go. We got the stop we needed. Now we need this offense to drive down and put some points on the board. Oh, that's not a way to start. Bullard gonna throw. Gotta throw it quickly though, Bullard. You're not throwing it quickly, Bullard. Gotta throw it, Bullard. What in the world was that? Okay, it worked, but what in the world was that? How did that even happen? That was the most insane throw I've ever seen in this game. Please tell me we do. Look at this. Oh, it's not going to show the pass? Oh my God. Can you imagine if Jefferson doesn't get back there for that? That's a fumble and a live ball. That is insane. Wow. We caught a break there. 1st and 10. Pitts in the backfield. We're going to throw it to Pitts. And, oh, he breaks free from 1. Crawford trying to go for the ball. Didn't work, and he'll get 5 out of it. Wow, that pass was still just insane. 2nd and 5. Hand off to Glover. And Glover, I don't even know what just happened there to Greenlaw, but Glover gets to the 29. 3rd and 1. What do we do here? We're going to go right back to the ground, and Glover gets the 1st down. Nice job. Patiently waits for the hole to develop. The line gets a great push off the line. And now we got 1st and 10. 7.5 to go. Pitts in the backfield. We're going to give it to Pitts. He cuts it back, and Kinlaw is there. Kinlaw has been a force in the middle for them all game long. 2nd down. Bullard going to throw. Pressure coming. Gets rid of it just in time, and it's Irv Smith who makes the catch, and he'll get the 1st down. Bullard to throw it here on 1st down. Throws it to Glover, who makes the catch, and he's brought down at the 44. Nice pickup of 7 yards. 2nd and 3. Quick handoff to Glover, and not able to get the 1st down. He was down. That was not a fumble. Calm down, everybody. And thank you for the ball back. I don't know how San Francisco has momentum when that play didn't count, but okay. 3rd and 1. Handoff, and Pitts gets the 1st down, fights his way through the first line of defense and down to the 35. I really like the running we've been able to get done today against this good defense. Gives me a really good feeling about the rest of the year when we run into some other teams that may not have the best run defense. And another run for Pitts, and he just keeps fighting down to the 29. I balanced that out a little bit more, too. I want to see Pitts involved. Oh, and there's a nice run. Oh, I thought it was going to be a nice run, but Whitley's not able to close the block off well enough, and Warner is able to get his hands on him, bring him down. 3rd down again. Do we go to the ground again? We will not. We're going to throw it. Over the middle, Peoples makes the catch, swerving out of the way of one, and he's down to the 11-yard line. And right here, I mean, we pretty much destroyed this game. There was 7.5 minutes left in this game when we took over the possession, and now we're getting close to the 2-minute warning. Quick throw, Glover, and he's down to the 4. This is how you close out a game. Like, we're about to hit the 2-minute warning. We just took 5.5 minutes off of a close game against a team that we saw can score at will. And now if we can put up more points and just close this thing out, like, that is what winning teams do. And off to Pitts, and he falls forward to the 2. And now San Francisco is starting to call their timeouts, which, I mean, they sort of have to. 3rd and 1. They have like a goal line formation, and we don't. Oh, boy. Yep, I knew that was going to happen. That's what I was talking about in the last game. Like, they just don't know how to program this stuff properly. Nobody's calling a goal line defense when there's 2 receivers out there. They're just not going to, you know? It's just dumb, but Madden doesn't know any better. 4th and 3. Lance, pressure coming. They pick it up very nicely, and Lance has got all day, and now he's going to take the shot, and it's incomplete again. Dantzler breaking up the pass. 4th and 10. Dantzler has been just lights out today. Lance going deep again down the field, and that time another broken up pass. Cam Dantzler is on fire right now. And that's going to end the game. Dantzler doing what Mike Hughes could never do, and that's play the deep ball. And that's why you go after guys with height. That does not happen with Mike Hughes there, regardless if his X factor is there or not. We get the win to open things up on Thursday Night Football, 27-13. Bullard, I think he had a really good day. 3 touchdown passes. Oscar Pitts and Antoine Glover both had some success on the ground. Our defense played phenomenal. What a way for us to open up this season. Well, the game itself was a great game. We get the win, but we did lose Antoine Whitehead for the next 3 weeks, which could be a blessing in disguise because now we can look at both Dion Lewis and AJ Alexander on the field at the same time and make a really good decision when it comes to the contract of AJ Alexander this year. So, blessing in disguise. We are going to miss Whitehead, though. He has been one of the best linebackers we've had when it comes to forcing turnovers. So we'll get to see him again in week 4, I believe. We also got a few upgrades from that game. Jeremy Chin is going to get one. We're going to keep going and building up that run stopper. He's already great at pass coverage. Oscar Pitts, of course, we're going to keep going on that power back for him. Markel Ware. I think I want to add a little speed rusher to him. I want to get him a little bit more balanced out. Najee Harrison, we're going to keep going pass coverage because I want him to be able to play a linebacker for us. And as you can see, we're actually getting that up there pretty good. 71 zone. His man is 63, but it's more the zone that I'm worried about. And then same for Romeo Whiteside. We're going to do pass coverage. Continue to get that built up. There we go. And then last but not least, Justin Jefferson. Jefferson already a 99 overall route runner. Say let's do the deep threat right away too. There we go, +2 to release. That's good. And we're going to take one last look here. So Central, we have Harrison at the safeties, at free safety. Northeast, we have left end. The West, we have left tackle. Southeast is tight end, and then National will be middle linebacker. So there we have it. Week 1 is done and in the books. This week, or next video, we're going to be going on the road to Buffalo to take on the Bills. We'll get a chance to see Stephon Diggs again, former Viking. Now this team is a little bit, much less overall compared to the 49ers. I don't know if that's going to be a good thing or a bad thing. You would think that it would mean that we can play even better, but now we're on the road. And you never know what's going to happen. So, with that being said, it's time to wrap this thing up. Appreciate you guys so much for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe if you're not already. And leave me a comment on what do you guys think of the first game. And I'll see you guys next time.